It's now my duty to ask all the G.I. Joe team members to report to the... Will you get out of the picture, gung-ho?
Oh, sorry, Stalker.
Coming up on Crossfire Collectibles, the G.I. Joe Retro Collection, Sergeant Stalker. Stick around. What's up, and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video, we're going to be unpacking and reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified Series, Sergeant Stalker. Pretty excited for this one. We got a nice wave coming ahead, you know, with Sergeant Stalker, Cobra Commander, and the Cobra Trooper. Probably mostly excited about the Cobra Commander, simply because I did not open my His Tank Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. But when that one gets here, you know, he's coming right on out and going to be popped up on a video and then put on the shelf, just like the other figures. But anyways, this video is about Stalker, so let's get into him. So here's the packaging. Beautiful retro card. There you have Stalker in his two-tone green camouflage outfit. Here's the figure in the packaging. There are his weapons and accessories. Very cool. Pretty much the same ones that the regular Stalker came with. Flip around to the back. It's showing the other figures. Cobra Commander, Stalker of course, and the Cobra Trooper. Here is the file card. Lonzo Wilkinson. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it. And that's pretty much it. So, I'm not going to bother discussing anymore. We're just going to go ahead and dive right into them. But first, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, man. So, another retro collection acquired. And we're going to go ahead and slice this bubble off. Get around and see if we can get them out without doing any card damage. I do like to try to save these cards. So far so good. One more should do it. And there we go. So now go ahead, slide that bubble out. Oh, crap. Alright. Stand the card up off to the side. And first thing to fall out was the stand. So here you go. There's your G.I. Joe stand, all black. Got the star and stripes. I'm still debating on getting some water decals printed out in white and putting the characters' names on it. I think it'll look pretty good on these stands when we get them. Got the two pegs on the top. These are great. Now for the figure. So there he is in the plastic dungeon, along with the other accessories. So we'll go ahead and pop each of these out, go over them one by one. So first up, you have his pistol. Pretty sure this is meant to be like a .45 caliber. You have an extended magazine coming out. And of course you have that extended barrel or slide, whichever you want to call it. There's that peg, so you can pop it into the end of the barrel here, or you can do a blast effect and just take that out. But there is also a hole at the end of this. So if you do want to put the blast effect on it, you have the options to. Next, you have this little heavy machine gun. You see all black. It's got a lot of detail in it, which is always nice. You have this removable ammo drum with a little ammo belt hanging out the top, kind of in a copper color. And that can plug right back in if you choose to either have it on or off. Come around to the front and a hole at the end of the barrel for blast effect. Next, you have this little SMG. There you go. Traditional, just like the old Stalkers, I guess, and the I guess the modern ones too. But so it looks good, all black. Hole at the end of the barrel again for blast effect, and then you have the removable magazine. You can plug it in if you want. Still no folding stock. I don't know why we haven't gotten that yet, but there we go for that. Alright, next we have his knife. Pretty simple. Flat black handle. There's a couple ridges in there. And then your silver blade. And then finally for the accessories, we have his gun sheath for his back. So like the former, we've seen these before. You know, all black. You have a couple of, I think they're supposed to be pouches on there, I can't tell. Nice big one on the side here. A couple of straps and all that goodies, but of course it doesn't open. There's the entrance point for whichever weapon you want to put in there. And of course the peg for the back of the figure. And now we get to the man of the day, and that is Stalker. He lost his beret when we popped him out. But anyways, here he is. Looks good. I was waiting for this. I knew they were going to do it. You know, we get our classic colors here. You can see he's got that more lighter OD green in there, along with the more darker forest green over top of it. Nice stripes. You could probably even use this for, you know, a Tiger Force variant, but I don't know. A lot of rumors going around with that that Target Tiger Force exclusive that's supposed to hit September 27th. Do you guys have any opinions? There's so many different choices. They've already mentioned it's going to be a repaint. Who's it going to be? I don't know, but I have some ideas who I think it'll be, but we'll just have to wait and see. But let's go ahead and go over the figure first. Take his beret off. You can see he's got his insignia on the front. Camo detail all around. Looks good. Get a close-up of Lonzo's face. Repaint, you know, remold from the original Stalker, but it still looks good. He's got the black web gear, the black drop leg holster on the right leg, the drop leg sheath on his left leg. And let's go ahead and check out the articulation. So the head is on a ball joint. Rotate full 360. He can look down, he can look up, and it can tilt side to side. Your neck has a little range of motion in there as well. You've got butterfly joints at the shoulders. Arms are on a hinge and can extend out about that far. They can rotate a full 360. You have bicep rotation. Double jointed pinless elbows. And you have a hinge at the wrist, so the hands can rotate a full 360 and they can go down or up. So the web gear will allow the ab crunch, so he can go forward that far and back that far. Waist swivel. At the hips you have the drop leg, thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees. So he also has calf rotation at the bottom of the pants and the tops of the boots. Down at the ankle, you have the hinge to allow the foot to go that far forward, that far up, and side to side pivot. So great articulation on them. Just love the retro collection figures. They really do have some good posability, and they look good. I love the texture on him. He feels great. The chest is more of a solid, you know, kind of more glossy plastic, so that has a bit of a shine to it. You can see it popping off of it right there. But he looks good. I have no complaints. So we're gonna go ahead and bring his stand over and go ahead and plug him into it while we gear him up. Actually, I want to check his standing first. So yeah, he's got good stability already. Don't really need to stand, but we're going to go ahead and throw him on it anyway. So we'll just line the pegs up with the holes in the bottom of the feet. And there we go. So we'll get him at attention. Bring our beret back in and pop that back on. So I'll get a better shot like this. So we're gonna go ahead and take our pistol here and get that arm out of the way. So we're gonna take our little extension or suppressor, you know, whichever you want to use it for, and pop that into the front of the holster in its little slot right here. Then we'll take our pistol and pop that into the holster. Come around to the left side and we'll take our knife and slide that right into its sheath like that. And then we'll go ahead and take our little backpack piece here, take off the drum and slide the gun in. Doesn't go in very far, but you can get it in a little bit. That's about it. And if you want, you can come around to the side, and this is a bit difficult, but you can get that drum to hold on to the end like that if you want to do that. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways you can do it, or if you just want to put a different gun in there, totally up to you. Just line the web gear up with the hole in his back, line that peg up, and slide it on in like so. And then of course we're gonna go ahead and give him his SMG in his right hand, just like the card art. Bring it around. Let's bring that left arm up some, spin it around, get those fingers open, and slide on up in there like that. And there we go. So we got our Sergeant Stalker all geared up. Now let's go ahead and do a comparison with the former Stalker. So here he is with Lonzo R. Wilkinson, aka Stalker. Still think that's a great looking figure as well. You know, I like the, I guess the more modernized outfit. I think it looks great. I decided to go ahead and give him an upgraded weapon. I think that looks good with him. Yeah, he looks good next, you know, side by side. He's not on a stand, of course, but if we were to bring these two up, you know, they are close to the same height. I actually think this one has a little bit of a height advantage over him. You know, it is the same mold. I do believe that is. So it is the same mold, but I think it's just the way I have him positioned where he looks just a little bit shorter. Maybe the neck is new. That's possible. The hands are definitely different, you know, from a different figure. And all the rest looks the same to me. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, so now, if you think that's it, you are mistaken. I don't know why they didn't include a jetpack with the Retro Stalker. So I've decided to go ahead and take one off of my steel core and throw some blast effects into it. And we're going to go ahead and ditch the weapon sheath on the back. We're going to bring in that jetpack. So we don't have to keep the blast effects in there, but I want to see how it looks. Yeah, there we go. That's the Stalker I'm looking for. That looks good. Go ahead and give him a little better grip on this weapon. Maybe we can have him kind of looking up, you know, flying into camera. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'll probably have to get a dynamic stand and we'll put him on it, you know, kind of like mid-flight, you know, just zooming through over top of some of the other Joes I have on display. But I think that's what I'm going to do with him. He looks good. I really like it. So alright, let's go ahead and toss him up onto the turntable and we'll give you some final thoughts.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Be sure to check out our previous videos. A link will always be pinned in the comments.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
Alright, so here you have it. G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Collection Sergeant Stalker. Too cool, man. I had to go ahead and pull out a dynamic stand, toss him up onto it, you know, with the jetpack and the blast effects coming out of it, and just get him in a little, you know, kind of mid-flight pose. And I just think that's awesome looking. It looks great. That's going to go on the thumbnail too, pretty sure. So he looks awesome. Really a great figure. Nice repaints on the reused parts. So there's not too much complaint on there because I thought the first Stalker was an absolutely great figure. The addition of the jetpack is a plus for me. If you do not have a steel core set, that's pretty much the only way to get him unless you wait for Starduster. And right now, that's pretty much the only options to get that jetpack. They really should have included a jetpack with this figure, I think, but they didn't, and that's just a shame because, you know, if they did, as Mel over at Where I Got It Figured had mentioned, it probably would have jacked this price up to about $35. So that kind of sucks, but, you know, they didn't include it, but we already have a couple extras, and we're just happy to, you know, include one with him, and I think he looks great just like this. Absolutely beautiful figure. I'm sure he'll be popping up at stores, so be on the lookout for him. Unless you pre-ordered him, you know, you should have him already. If not, you know, you get him any day. But great figure, you won't be disappointed, and he's awesome. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please, like always, leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
I hope I was as convincing as these models.